Good afternoon. Already we have started with a new lesson, so that is Jainism and Buddhism. So last class I had given you the introduction. So when these two religions had started and what are the speciality of this religion. So all the things in the last class so I had discussed. And even in the last class I talked regarding causes for the start of this two religion. So that is Jainism and the Buddhism. So there are almost the six causes we had discussed in the previous class about the start of this two religion. The like causes like supremacy of Brahmins, practice of animal sacrifice, practice of rigid caste system, then complicated expensive rituals, then the popularity of Sanskrit language. So these are the several causes so which made two religions to be existed in India in the 6th century. So today's class we will go one by one. First we will we will be talking about a religion called Jainism, so which was started by Vardhamana. So it was started by Vardhamana Mahavira in 6th century. So under this topic, under Jainism, we will be discussing only the two concepts. So one concept will be the introduction part. Then one more concept will be teachings of Jainism or teachings of Vardhamana Mahavira, or also we call it as a doctrine of Jainism. Okay, these two topics. So we will be, talking. So before today, just getting into the most important topic, that is teaching or doctrine of Jainism or Vardhamana Mahavira. Let us have a little short introduction regarding a religion called Jainism. Okay, so when we see about the Jainism, so as you all know, Vardhamana Mahavira is a personality, or Vardhamana Mahavira is a person, so who established or who founded a religion called Jainism. Okay, so Vardhamana Mahavira, so he was born in, okay, so he was born in 599 BC. Okay, 599 BC in Kundagrama. Okay, so that is Vaishali of Bihar. Okay, this is the birthplace of Vardhamana Mahavira. Basically, he was born in Bihar in the Kundagrama village in 599 BC. And basically, he is a person who belongs to a family of Kshatriyas family. Okay, Kshatriyas in the sense a king's a family. The Vardhamana Mahavira was. Okay, then till the age of 30, he led a life of the normal, the normal way of leading a life, how the people live in a society, where he was married, and the marriage life till 30, the age of 30, he started to, lead. So after the age of 30, okay, after the age of 30, he lives all his luxurious life. Okay, he lives all his luxurious life, and he leaves his palace, and he went into the, forest to seek the higher truth. Okay, to seek higher truth. Okay, to seek, okay, to seek higher truth. So he leaves his family, he lives his luxurious life, he leaves his palace, and he leaves everything, and he just get into the forest at the age of 30. So almost 12 years, that is until at the age of 42, he was in penance, one's own suffering. Penance means one's own suffering, almost like do fasting or keeps fastings and long fasting. Okay, one's own suffering he undergoes for almost 12 years, and at the age of 42 he seeks the higher truth, or he gets the higher knowledge. Okay, so after getting an higher knowledge, okay, so he was referred as Mahavira was started to recognize as a Jinnah, that is the conqueror. Okay, he was called, he was called as an the conqueror or Jinnah. Okay, so from there to uh, give to seek this, whatever the higher knowledge he gained in the 12 years. Okay, so 12 years, whatever he gained with the great penance, so he wanted to give to the, people. He wanted to teach it to the people. For that purpose only, in the 6th century, so he started a religion called, Jainism. Okay, by starting a religion called Jainism, so the higher knowledge which he gained in the 12 years of his penance, so he started to give. So the 12 years of gaining the knowledge that we are going to study in the doctrine of Jainism. So what he seek, the high knowledge what he seek, so that we are going to see in the doctrine of Vardhamana Mahavira, or teachings of Jainism. So we are going to see. And he started a religion called Jainism. Then after that, he is also referred as 24th, Tirthankaras. Okay, 24th Tirthankaras teacher. And first Tirthankara is Rishabh. So that is the first and he is the 24th Tirthankaras of Jainism. And it is being said Mahavira died at the age of 72 in 527 BC, and almost 30 years he preached a religion called Jainism, and his teachings was very famous, and many followers he gained by the time of 30 years of his preaching lifestyle. After the death of Vardhamana Mahavira, so Jainism religion, okay, there was a change in the religion called Jainism. So that change led to the two division in the Jainism religion. So one division was called as Digambaras, who were the followers who do not wear any clothes but keep long fasting. Okay, keep long fasting and believed in a penance. They are called as Digambaras. Basically, the orthodox followers of Mahavira, the original followers of Mahavira was the Digambaras group. Okay, they are the orthodox followers of, the Vardhamana Mahavira. Okay, so from that, one more part was called, that is Shvetambaras, that is where a group of followers who wore white clothes but keep fasting and do not believe in a extreme penance. Okay, so since they do not wear any of the clothes, so they are compared to the sky clad, and since they wear a white cloth, they are called as a white clad. So like this, the division was made. The two groups were made, Digambaras and Shvetambaras. So today, both the Digambaras and the Shvetambaras groups, so we can see it in India. And today we can see in central India, that is Magadha region, the Jainism people you can see. In Gujarat you can see, even in Karnataka at the time of Rashtrakutas and the Chalukyas. So Jainism became very famous, especially Shravana Belagula. If you go there in Karnataka, one of the very famous pilgrimage center of Jainism, we can see it in Karnataka. Then even in Orissa and Rajasthan. So these are the places today where we can see the religion of Jainism, more in number. So like this, Vardhamana Mahavira, the 30 years of his preaching and 12 years of his penance, that is one's own his suffering, so made us in the 6th century to give a new religion called Jainism, and common people, okay, the common people, since the teachings of Vardhamana Mahavira was in common language, that is Pali and Prakritic language. Okay, since that Prakritic and Pali language, the common language which was spoken by people, so that made the people to accept this, religion, and so this Vardhamana Mahavira's establish of Jainism religion, so became one of the famous religion. So in the 6th century, so like that, Vardhamana Mahavira, 12 years of his penance and 30 years of his preachings, so gave us one famous religion in India, so that is Jainism. And today Jainism exists in, in the form of Digambaras and the Shvetambaras. Okay, so that is the one aspect so which we are having. So now let's go with the doctrine of, Jainism or doctrine of Vardhamana Mahavira. So this 12 years, what Mahavira gained, or what Mahavira's higher truth, what which he seek, what are his teachings. Okay, sir, we are going to see in the doctrine of Jainism. So we will see it now. So doctrine of Jainism. So according to Vardhamana Mahavira, so we are having his doctrines. How our religion should be worshipped. Okay, what are the concepts are there in the religion? So that's we are going to see in doctrine of Jainism, or we call it as a teachings of Vardhamana Mahavira. So in today's class, just I will take one teaching. The next class we will go with some more teachings. The first teaching of Vardhamana Mahavira, that 12 years of his penance, so made to seek a knowledge called no belief in God. Okay, no belief in God. So according to Vardhamana Mahavira, he says they should not have, people should not have a faith in God. Okay, there is no belief in God. What is that? There is no belief in God. Is it possible without believing in a God to exist in this universe? So that will be our question. So Vardhamana Mahavira says here, no belief in God in the sense, rejected the authority of Vedas. Okay, domination of religious literatures. Now Vedas, Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajura Veda, and Atharva Veda, okay, we are having the Vedas which says the Varna system. So all that, so the domination of authority of Vedas, okay, completely rejected. Okay, so where he says the God has not classified the Vedas, or the God has not classified the Varna system. Okay, so authority of religious literatures which should be completely rejected by the people. So that shows that there is no belief in God. So that is the first concept which Vardhamana Mahavira says. And he also says that no faith in God as the supreme creator. Always we all say God created the universe, but according to Vardhamana Mahavira, the supreme creator, okay, the supreme creator of the universe, it should not be considered as a God. Okay, so very clearly the knowledge he gives. Okay, it's all our imagination, it's all our religion, authority of religious literature says that the universe is created by, God and the goddesses, so all that things. So here, Vardhamana Mahavira says there should, no faith as a God as a supreme creator, but instead rejecting the authority of Vedas and no faith the God as supreme creator. So Vardhamana Mahavira says our life in this universe completely depends on the matter and the soul, which are called as eternal elements. Okay, matters, it's nothing but all our activities from the birth to death. Once we are born till the death, the journey of a life is nothing but the matter. Soul is nothing but Atma. Okay, okay. So the human being completely depends on these two. Okay, on these two. So this matter and the soul. So that is the only one. So which makes the personality, to exist in this universe in a pure lifestyle. You can have it. So according to Vardhamana Mahavira, so Vardhamana Mahavira says, matter and soul. Okay, so matter and soul. Okay, so matter and soul, contact should be good. Okay, if their contact is good, after your death, so your life will be freed and you will reach to have a salvation. That means you will reach heaven. Okay, heaven. If the matter and the soul, if your soul is not pure and your journey of your life is completely against the religion or against the faith of a particular religion, then you will not be freed and you will not have a salvation of life. So instead, you will have, you will have cycle of birth. Cycle of birth means birth, death, then rebirth. This is the cycle of birth. Okay. If a person is not reaching the salvation, so he will come across the cycle of birth. You will be born, you will die, you will have a rebirth. You will be born, you will die, you will have a rebirth. Okay. Unless and until the matter and the soul, your soul is pure, your activities, your journey of a lifestyle is pure, and this contact will make you to free from all the life and you will have a salvation. So once if you reach a salvation, that is heaven, you will not have a rebirth. Okay, so that is the reason the matter and the soul. So that is the one which decides a person the salvation of life. Okay, so that is the reason. So Vardhamana Mahavira says to stress in this. So only he says the authority of Veda he rejects and God believes that God is no faith God as a supreme creator. So according to him, these only the two aspects. Our life journey and our soul is the one which will make a move of our life. And if that move is good, you will be freed, and after the death, you will have a salvation. Directly, you will reach to heaven. If your activities, your contact, in your life journey, if it is not good, so you will have again cycle of birth. That is birth, death. Okay, you will be born again and again. Okay, you will be born again and again till you reach the salvation. Okay, this is the first one. No belief in God. Vardhamana Mahavira says. So next class we will go with the some more teachings. Thank you.